Howdy folks, and welcome to the introduction of my deep water culture system. 250-gallon totes, a 13-gallon trash can. I think it was about 13 bucks too. Some unions, uni-seals, ball valve, union, so I can take apart my pump if I have to. Well, disassemble, and then maybe if I have to service it or whatever. And this is some flexible, I think it's more so for like a hot water heater, something like this tubing that I have running in here. They're not going to be completely full, so maybe 35, 40 gallons a piece. It's going to be powered by this Danner 350 pump that was leaking like crazy. So I just like solvented the shit out of it, and it's not leaking anymore. So ball valve, union. And then I got these 2-inch unions for my 2-inch piping that I have going inside. And these are uni seals, as mentioned in Hygro Hybirds introductions. So we got a 2-inch piping coming to a, I think it's 3/4 inch union. I picked 3/4 inch just because that's what my pump is. 3/4 inch inner diameter. Or maybe it's outer diameter. I'm not sure. I think it's inner diameter. I mean, if you're going to do a system like this and you have your tubing coming back to a pump, you just really want to figure out the mathematics of what you're going to be going from. Like, say I'm going from 2-inch and then, you know, to the end of your, what your fitting is on your, what your pump is going to be for your size. 6-inch net pots. Two kind of stones. I got grow stones, which are going to go in these net pots. And these holes aren't perfect, guys, but it really doesn't fucking matter. These things aren't going anywhere. I gave them the pressure test. And you definitely want to get a tote that's like name brand. You don't want to get some shitty off-brand that's just going to crack and break, because if you design all this shit and something cracks or breaks, like, it's just a fucking pain in the ass. I haven't had it happen yet, but I can just imagine, like, if something were to break here and this is all sealed up, you know, you can't just get a new piece here. You'd have to get all this if this was all solvented together. So you gotta fucking really pay attention to what you're doing. You wanna design your system like to par, know the exact lengths of everything, not just guessing, because you're really just gonna fuck yourself over. I am going to incorporate a vertical grow into this. A buddy of mine gave me information about his grow, which is more like an octagon. He's got 4-inch PVC running on the outsides of a cage, and then the plants grow on the outside of the cage, and he has one 600 watt, and he gets the plants to grow up the cage and all about, and screen and green, but it's a cage. And he gets 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds for every 600 watt light every harvest from, I don't know how many plants. He doesn't grow them very big. It really doesn't matter how many plants you have, guys. It's just how big you want to grow them. You could have one plant and get a couple pounds easy. But me, I'm doing 6. 3 plants to share 30 gallons or so is good enough for me. They'll get plenty big. And I bought some fencing the other day down at the Tractor Supply. And what I'm going to do is, maybe not over this. Maybe I'll kind of cut this out, this piece in the fencing. But I am going to incorporate a circle here. And then it's going to be a vertical grow. And the piece that I'm going to do is going to cave in. It's not just going to be a straight fence the whole way around. It's going to cave in on the top, and it's going to cave in on the bottom. So what you're going to see is like a honeycomb, and I'm just going to have that fucker floating from the ceiling, because propping it up any kind of way from the ground doesn't really make any sense to do it that way. So what I'm going to do is have mine hanging from the ceiling. And yeah, I came up with this idea maybe 2 months ago, and I just started getting things knocked out, and fucking here we are, and it's ready to go. I'm just gonna disassemble this and put some silicone where these uni seals are, because I mean, the uni seals are perfect. You don't need silicone or any kind of solvent with them, but I didn't have a hole saw to drill my holes in the side of this. I kind of had to scroll saw it, and it turned out really good. But it still is a little bit leaky on this one side. So, yeah, and this is my first time, guys. I'm not a fucking professional, but I deeply understand what's going on here. I got a commercial air pump. It's got 8 valves on it. I'm only going to be using 2 valves, and I'm going to be running these 4-foot flexible tubing down inside of here like so. Like so. 4 foot fits in there real nice, because these are 3 foot. These are 3 foot. This is a 3x5 system. So it's 5 foot this way, 3 foot this way. And instead of scrogging out fucking all the way to oblivion, I'm just going to scrog it up in one circle. So safe to say that I could fit this in a room that's 5x3, give or take a little bit. Then I got a separate air pump to pump my my reservoir, and I'm also going to have a compost bucket kind of deal, like a tea brewer. The reason that I got 2 different pumps instead of running everything off of this pump, which I could easily do, I read about the length of your airline. If you have 2 airlines going out and one is shorter than the other, the shorter one is going to be pushing a whole lot more air than the longer one. And if you use different air stones and things like this, I guess it just throws everything out of kilter, out of balance. So I got this cheaper hydrofarm model. It's supposed to be suitable for 2 outlets. I'm not gonna go crazy with the bubbling, guys. Just like oxygenate the water. But then I got these 8-inch air stones that I got. I got everything off Amazon. Get everything off Amazon, guys, because they package this stuff up in a box, like all your hydroponics gear, and then they put it in an Amazon box. So when it arrives at your door, it isn't a hydroponics box, it's an Amazon box, and nobody can tell what it is unless they were to open it up and then to read the next box it's in. I think that's everything that goes with my system. It's just got a water pump, that one water pump that you saw, those goofy PVC stuff, and the unions and net pots and totes, and everything together I'd have to say was probably close to $500 maybe. I think it was about $500, because say that's like a good $60-70 there, that one pump. Then plus that, I got everything there for maybe like $80-90. And then like the airline and stuff like that is kind of expensive. I think it's like $7 for 25 feet. And so I got 3 of those. It all adds up. These fucking flexible air stones are $11 a piece. I got 2 of those. These net pots were only I think $25. That hosing, like I said, was $7. Trash can was maybe closer to $20. Those unions were $8 a piece. These 2-inch unions were $8 a piece. There's 4 of them. And then these goofy little fittings, maybe that ball valve is $3, something like this. 69 cents for these little pieces in here. But I'm sure there's more efficient ways to do it. Like I said, this is my first time doing it. And then I got one of these trash cans with the top, because you don't want your water exposed to fucking light. That's when you have bad things like algae and things like this. So I got a little top on my trash can. And then I'm going to go organic. I'm not going to use any kind of chemical fertilizer. I have this left over from last year. I don't even know if I can use that in a hydroponic system. I've never operated one before. I've done plenty of grows, outdoor and indoor and all this good stuff, but I've never done hydroponics. And this is going to be my moneymaker, to be honest. I mean, I put this together with the intent that I was going to scrog it out and then flower and everything horizontally. And then I got this piece of information, and I was thinking, wow, I spent all this money and time to throw this hydroponic system together, and now I want to incorporate a vertical grow. And then I threw the thing together, and I thought, hey, a cage would fit in there pretty nice. Am I right? Or am I wrong? Cave it in on the top a little bit, cave it in on the bottom, and then I'm going to take my undergrowth and grow it up underneath the bottom. And I know the light doesn't throw that much light. Like if it's hanging horizontally, it throws its light out to the sides. It doesn't throw it down or up. But I'm going to just take full advantage of that bulb. And that should be the basis of any growing room, is taking advantage of the bulb. For water, I think I might get a RO system for like $100. So this is going to go down, and I'm going to have to keep filling it up. Now this system does take care of itself for a very long time, and it just has efficiency written all over it. But I am going to have to come in and fill up the water when it gets a little bit low, because I don't want to cheat my plants. But what I am going to incorporate is put a float valve on here on this side, and run to a separate reservoir that I'm going to have fish in, and I'm going to incorporate partially aquaponics. Aquaponics is supposed to be where the fish feed the plants and then the plants feed the fish kind of thing. This is going to be a system to where the fish only feed the plants via this float valve. When the water goes down, it'll pump water from my fish tank into here, and so this water will never travel back to the fish tank, because I'm going to be putting all kind of newts and stuff like that in there. The fish aren't, I don't think, are going to agree with that. So it's going to be a one-way aquaponics, and yeah, I'm excited. This thing just is going to fucking kick ass big time. That's all I had in mind when I was making this, was how am I going to kick ass. And ever since I got this vertical idea, it's just absolutely insane. You know, you just train the plants whichever way they need to go. These ones will go this way, the back ones will come this way, and these ones will fill up this mid area, and they'll be, you know, so tall, but they'll be in a screen. So, yeah, man, this is the way to go here, apparently. And I just kind of went balls to the wall with everything. I didn't get cheap. I mean, this is all cheap stuff, but I got the 6-inch net pots. I got the big 50-gallon totes. I got these unions so that I don't have to fucking slide my piping on. It's a pain in the ass, guys, to fit your piping into the uniseals. I know you can lube them up, and they say they fit in real easy, but yeah, they fit in real easy if you're fucking strong. Because it's tough to slide those pipes in and out of those uniseals, even when they're all lubed up. And you're probably going to break something fucking around like that, so don't do that. Go and get some unions so that if you have to take this system apart, it takes me fucking 3 minutes to take this system apart. I mean, if it was full of water, I'd have to take this out of here and plug it into a different hose that goes outside, and then turn my pump back on and just it'll pump all the water out, basically. And then you'll have some left in the bottom, because these things aren't the whole way down to the bottom. They're as close as I could get them. Yeah, there's some money and some time and some fucking love into this, that's for sure. I'm really excited. And this is going to be my new best friend, because first round might be 3 months, and then after that it'll be every 2 months that I'm going to be pulling a huge ass harvest off of one light. So yeah, that's what I wanted for my birthday, was a dog and a hydroponic system, and I didn't get them both by my birthday, but I got them fuckers now. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted as far as this hydro system goes. I don't know if you guys have seen any of my videos before, but I did some pretty cool grows. I have to keep some shit private for one peep that might be a little bit jealous. But yeah, man, I'm fucking excited. We're gonna fuck this in the butt. Like I said, grow stones here, and then I'm gonna have a soapstone. And then I'm gonna have a soapstone lining all this. And I'm just gonna water all that shit. I'm gonna mist it, and we're gonna have all kind of fucking microbes growing in there. I got some myco madness that I'm gonna just throw down on the roots when they first start going, and then cover it back up and just let that shit colonize like a motherfucker. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be colonizing like a motherfucker. Yep. And hell, I'll probably even fucking paint the sides of these. Cute little rainbows and stuff like this. This is my baby. This is my baby. Yep. And it's fucking, I'm excited. Wow.